Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Almost Saturday podcast. As always, I am your host, Brad Colberter, better known in the gaming circles as Texas Tangler. Got another exciting week. Actually, it was probably just mediocre, except for some games. It's the Cupcake Week. Pushed back from week one. But come on in and join us. Got a awesome show in store for you. If you could, go on over to Facebook if you're not listening to our live stream. Go ahead and give us a like, subscribe to us on iTunes, and leave us a review. You can stream our episodes on Google Play Music. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We now add our episodes to YouTube so you can catch them there. We're also on the TuneIn app. So if you would like to listen to our episodes, they're all for your listening pleasure there. Any questions, comments, you want to contribute to the topic box, shoot us an email, almosthalfway1@gmail.com, or you can leave them on our Facebook page. Now for everything The Almost Saturday Podcast, head on over to thealmostsaturdaypodcast.com.
Get the wind blues.
When that familiar song starts a bumping,
Okay, you got me.
can mean only one thing, and that is the man that has way too many titles, and the list, it keeps growing each and every week. He is the man that killed Spree, Mr. Halfway to the Halfway. He stole the guns right off the battleship. Ladies and gentlemen, the gun show is not in town. But this man, he has plenty of tickets. Please welcome the man formerly known as Green Carded, the captain himself, Chris, Mark After Dark. Ooh.
Oh, wow. It's been a good week, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to talking about the games last week and also about Justin's new obsession.
And his new freckle.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Speaking of Justin and Johnson, some of you know this man as Traffic Cop of the Year 2005. He is a card-holding member of the cleanup crew, an official toilet flusher of the International Space Station. Beaming down, joining us at this time, my co-host, The Biz, Justin Ryan Bailey.
Whoa, we're throwing out middle names now.
Just throwing them out.
Wait, that's your middle name?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I had no idea, bro. Bet you can't guess mine.
Lee.
How'd you guess that?
Everybody's middle name is Lee.
For real, it's like every white guy's middle name is Lee.
Is it really?
It seems like it.
That's funny because there's that actor named Christopher Lee.
But that's his last name, Lee.
Yeah,
I guess I just have the...
That means he's Asian.
No, he's not.
Is he not?
He's an old white English dude. He's dead now. Oh. He's dead now.
I have the oddest middle name in the group, I guess.
Yeah, you do.
Dwayne.
Dwayne? No.
Dwayne. Dwight.
Yeah.
Dwight. Yes, Dwight.
Yes.
Dwight.
Dwight Yoakam?
No.
You ever listen to Dwight Yoakam?
Yeah, did you know that he was in the movie Safe Room?
No, did not know that.
He was.
What's that about?
It's about this room that's really safe.
How safe is it?
About as safe as a room can get.
Okay.
Is that where they put like pads on the walls? And
No, it's that movie with Jodie Foster, and
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's Jodie Foster.
No, isn't that Panic Room? Or
Is it Panic Room? I thought it was Safe
There's a
Room.
movie that came out that was called Safe Room,
Maybe it's Panic Room.
but I think it's Panic Room. There's too many
Whatever. You
rooms.
know,
Whatever.
something room, safe,
What about
panicking.
Phone Booth? Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yep.
I remember watching that, and Chad was like...
It's amazing. Chad was like having
not that it was amazing, but he was like, you're never going to guess who the guy is. It's the shooter. You're never going to guess. You're never going to guess.
As soon as you heard his voice.
He's like, you're going to know it when you hear his voice, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't know who Kiefer Sutherland was.
Right.
So that's...
Yeah, it was like right before 24.
Yeah, so I'm like, you got me.
Yeah.
He's like, Kiefer Sutherland, man.
like, duh.
Okay. Who is that?
Yeah, I know. Right? Yeah, I only knew him from 24. Have you seen the promos for his new show?
Designated Survivor?
Yeah. So he basically like becomes the president because he's the only one that doesn't get killed.
It's like
cabinet.
Well, what had happened is they have the State of the Union.
Well, yeah.
And they always have somebody away, and like somebody dropped a nuke on Capitol.
They would have
a dirty bomb.
Yeah,
or a nuke.
It's just funny because it's
a
like
nuke is a dirty bomb. Well, a dirty bomb is a nuke.
Well, technically, I guess, but it's not a real nuke.
Right. It doesn't have the blast. It just has the radiation.
Yeah, technically, I guess. Yeah.
It's like
I don't know anything about nuclear bombs.
Like a dirty bomb, they put
FBI.
mud all over it.
Dirty bomb is like just a briefcase nuke.
Yeah.
They just put like a bunch of mud all over it and make it real dirty.
That's it, dirty.
It's just like it hadn't bathed in a few days. Well,
already.
I mean, it is college football season.
Tis the season.
Tis the season for Hail Marys.
Woo. Man. How? Wow. You're talking about the Oklahoma State. No. Wow.
What was it?
Starting to get the...
Central Michigan and Oklahoma State.
Was it? Okay.
Yes.
That's right. Man, that's like...
That was the biggest shocker, come from behind.
Controversy.
Last minute play, I guess you'd call it, of the week.
But it shouldn't have counted.
That rule still confuses me.
I'm still confused on that in general.
Something about how it was a intentional grounding, and it was called...
But it was fourth down.
It's fourth down, and it was called as time was expiring. So initially, the ref called it as a penalty that the clock should have ran off, and the other team should have got another play. That's how it was called, which makes sense to me.
Right, because you can't just intentionally ground the ball. Like, there's a consequence for it.
Yeah,
right?
because...
No matter if the clock is expired.
Yeah, because to me, I'm thinking if I have the ball and to just keep the game keep it out of reach from the other team,
just throw it away.
I'll just take a penalty.
Right, yeah.
I mean, they should allow that, right?
Well, no, they shouldn't allow that. So the rule is actually what didn't happen, in which the game should have just ended. It should have been a penalty and the game should have just ended, is what the officials were saying. The officials that weren't in the game, when they actually looked at the game.
Yeah, reviewed it afterwards.
Reviewed it and said, this is what should have happened.
Yeah, they should have called the game.
But to me, that doesn't make sense. Because you're just giving the team that has the ball an opportunity to take a penalty and end the game right there.
Yeah.
On a penalty.
Is that right? Because that doesn't sound right. Like, that doesn't sound like...
Well, that's the way it went down. And they were saying that the rule was that the game should have been over.
Yeah, then that seems like a dumb rule.
So,
to me.
But what happened...
So why don't they get the game back to...
yeah.
That's what they were saying.
There were people on ESPN saying...
I mean, why can't they? If
they can't do that.
You can't go back and just give somebody a game.
Well,
that opens up Pandora's box on everything.
Well, think about it. Like, if you get in trouble, like, by the NCAA... They can wipe out your whole season. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
but that's totally different than a penalty being ruled against somebody.
Right. Because then it becomes, well, now we got to scrutinize the refs. Like, because their whole thing is that
they're making judgment calls, split decision.
Right. They have
split
reviews.
Second decision, I mean.
They do have reviews for certain things, but they can't review like a holding call.
Yeah, you can't review judgment calls.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Because that's going to take up the game saying, okay, well, no, holding, well, review.
They would review. I mean, it's already gotten pretty bad.
Pass interference.
It's already gotten pretty bad. They're reviewing everything now.
Yeah.
It really has gotten kind of bad.
But on the flip side, I think that plays should be reviewed. It shouldn't be...
Right. If we can reliably... I mean, it's got to be indisputable proof that happened.
And most of the time it is.
Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of cameras out there. They can see it. And I mean...
I can't remember what game it was, but it was one of the opening games. Somebody had a pass downfield and it was ruled a complete pass, but he was falling.
Yeah.
And he looked like he caught the ball and they ruled it complete.
Yeah.
And they got it to the line and tried to run the play. They got the play off.
Yeah.
And then they got to the next play, and the refs were like, no. You just tried to run the play really quick. You can't do that. We were trying to get to stop the play.
Isn't that the rules, though? You're allowed to do that, right?
No, if the refs are trying to stop the play, you can't just keep going with the play.
Okay, they try to stop.
Teams try to do that. They try to ignore the referees and try to keep going with the play.
Oh, okay.
They're like, we don't hear the refs. We're going to try to keep going.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, because there are those, like, if you get the ball off, then they can't,
Well, you can get the ball off all you want, but if the refs are saying, no, it doesn't count, it doesn't count.
Where are you going to get a ball off?
Well, I'm saying, like, the refs can like if they, because they get a signal from the booth that they're going to review it,
Yeah.
right? Or the coach will throw a flag, whatever.
Right.
So if the refs, don't get the signal from the guys upstairs, then the other team has the right to just keep going.
Right. If that happens.
But if they're blowing their whistle,
Yeah.
and
the other team's just ignoring them.
that's why they try to get the ball from them.
Yeah, but the team was blatantly trying
Yeah,
to ignore them. But it ended. They were reviewing it, and from most of the angles, it looked like he caught it. But they showed it from the angle
yeah.
where his body was open,
right.
and you could see it just bounce.
It hit the
in.
ground. Yeah.
So I was like,
What game was
Yep.
that? I remember that. Was that
Yeah.
Auburn?
Was it Auburn?
I feel like it was, but I don't know for sure.
Well, all I know was the team that had the ball. I was
they were-
like, why are
yeah.
you trying to
Stop it?
Why are you trying to get the ball off that quick?
Yeah.
You know why they were trying to get it off that
Whoa.
quick.
Well, I know, but
That, which is where those referees were from, suspended them. Wow.
I don't think that's suspension worthy.
What is the MAC?
Mid-Atlantic Conference?
Yeah.
That's a conference?
Yes. Or Mid-American, I'm sorry.
like
Suspended for
kinda like
2
the Sun
games.
Belt.
Come on, that's not deserving.
But you got to admit that it was
they
a
threw a
Hail,
game.
It was a Hail Mary and lateral. Like the dude was falling backwards and he threw it to his teammate and he scored. I mean,
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
It was a good
If
play.
it was a good play. I mean, if it was a legal play. I mean, technically it was.
Hey, it is
The
legal
referees
'cause
said play.
it happened, and referees didn't call it. So that reminded me of because I watched right before the USC game. I watched the USC's little documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the 2005 national championship, Reggie Bush was just running downfield and he was about to get tackled. He broke free.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm going to try to make something happen. And he just lateraled to like some lineman. And the lineman was like, what? And, and it was in a fumble.
Yeah.
And that gave Texas the momentum.
Right.
That was one of my favorite things about that game.
He's trying to be cool. Why did he do that?
Exactly. Everybody was like, what is he doing?
Just keep the ball, dumbass. My God. So the Big 12 suspended a 2-man instant replay crew for 2 games and will not allow that group to work a bowl game. Man. Well, here's the referees. Don't mess it up. So now we're going to have like longer games because the refs are going to be like,
I mean, I understand the whole, we need to hold referees to a standard, and we need to make sure that they're getting it right because there's a lot riding on these games. I understand that. But on the other hand, that wasn't really that. I mean, that's a big call. That's like, okay, you would really have to know some really deep rules.
I mean, is it that their job? Don't they get paid $100,000
Well,
a year to
listen.
do that?
They
Listen
don't
to
get paid
this.
that much.
Listen to this.
I know NFL guys do.
It said NCAA rules permit instant replay to correct egregious errors, and it is unacceptable that it did not occur in this situation. Additionally, this replay, whatever. So,
Well, if they don't
can
know,
correct.
well, if the officiating crew doesn't know,
Well, they're saying that's why the replay guys got suspended because they didn't call down to the field and say, "Hey, you can't do that."
but if they don't know that that's the rule,
Right? They should know the rules.
Well, they should know the rules. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're doing that professionally, you need to know the rules.
but that rule is okay. Yeah, we can sit here and say, "Oh, that's a rule that you need to know," but I mean that doesn't happen very often, and it's not logical. That rule isn't logical.
Apparently, it's logical.
No, it's really not, because if you end the game on a penalty, you should get the other team should get the ball, not just, oh, well, sorry, we ended the game on a penalty. Bama played Western Kentucky.
What did you think about that, bro?
It was really sloppy.
Saban was pissed.
He was. I like it.
What did he say?
What did he say?
It looked like him and Lane Kiffin were having a tiff.
No.
What were they doing?
No.
There's no arguments. Those are called ass chewings. I mean,
Basically, what happened there was game was in hand, and the game was in hand well before this, but the team was playing sloppy altogether. Defense was playing well, but the offense was just dropping passes.
You think 38-10 is sloppy?
If you watch the game, it was sloppy.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you can beat a team, but if you watch it,
beat it.
But they weren't like together.
Yeah,
they weren't with it.
12 penalties.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Dropping passes. I mean, you can't beat SEC teams playing like
True.
they did against that
If
team.
they played like that against Ole Miss,
Exactly.
that'd be like.
So yeah, you can sit here and say, "Oh, you're not pleased with the 38-10 victory against Western Kentucky." Well, if you watched how they played against them,
then I know.
you'd see. But so the game was in hand, and Lane Kiffin, apparently because he's the offensive coordinator, called some trickery, not exactly a trick play, but just some play that he shouldn't really have called. And the team fumbled. This is in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to end the game with the ball, run the clock out. Team fumbles. Saban loses it on Kiffin. And it at first, I don't know if you saw the video, but at first, he's just kind of like walking by, and it looks like he just says something to him.
Yeah.
And then it looks like Kiffin just kind of says something back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he loses it on him, and Kiffin doesn't say anything back to him.
Dang. Like he was like red faced?
Yeah.
Like that kind of mad? Wow.
Because, I mean, there was no need to fumble the ball there.
Right.
You just run the ball. You run the ball, not some reverse,
right.
all this stuff. You don't need to option it. You just run it straight into them.
Right.
And run the clock out. But that's not what happened, and we fumbled the ball and let them score a touchdown.
Did they score off of that? Is that
yeah.
Okay? Yeah, because I was like, oh, they let them score, or they got a field touchdown. I was like, how did they get a touchdown that late in the game? Like, okay, but that makes sense then. Yeah.
There's no arguments. Those are called ass chewings. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I mean, technically he's the boss, so.
Did you hear the whole interview? Well, not the whole interview, but the question leading up to that?
Yeah. Jeez. Some people, these reporters, man, they want
one-liners.
That, and they just want to create controversy. Like here comes ESPN.
Views.
Yeah, but here comes ESPN with, is there some trouble in T-Town kind of thing? You know, like,
I mean, if you notice, Kiffin never, like he said, there was no argument.
Right? Yeah.
Kiffin respects him.
Right.
He's not going to argue with him.
Or he did the first time, but like after he got his ass.
I think it was more like a question, and he responded. And then it
he was like, no.
went off on him.
You got to show me that after. I got to see that.
So Auburn obviously didn't miss a beat.
Holy crap! It's like a different team. It's crazy. It's pretty good when you stick with one quarterback.
Yeah,
it's amazing, right? Just who'd have thunk it?
Who did you play?
Thunk? Is that a
Arkansas State.
Well, I mean, what quarterback did you play?
It was Sean White.
Okay,
he did. He ran it. Like everyone's always like, oh, he can't run the ball. But he had a lot of like rushing yards.
Is Arkansas State Division I?
Yeah, I think they're like
Sun Belt,
MAC or Sun Belt or something.
Okay,
like that. They might be in the All American. No, not that. What's the one with Memphis?
But
yeah,
American Athletic Conference,
something like that. Yeah. So I mean, they came out. They played well. I was surprised, really. Especially with 51 to 14.
They didn't do bad against Clemson.
Well, here, let me say this. Clemson almost lost to, who was it? Who'd they play? It was some crap.
Clemson played...
Was it Troy?
Yes, Clemson played Troy.
Yeah.
And Troy played them close.
What I'm saying is that, so it kind of makes our close loss to like Clemson look like crap now, because it's like, well, they almost lost to Troy.
Well, I don't think Clemson is playing at their potential right now.
No, they're not. There's something. Yeah, I don't know.
And that's not a knock on Auburn. It's just Clemson's not playing at their potential right now.
Right. Yeah, I saw the score. I was like, because like going into that last weekend, I was like, yeah, we played them well. We played them close, so I'm happy with that. And then it's like, oh crap, Troy almost beat them. It's like, oh no. Yeah.
So what about the
Virtual race?
I was somewhat impressed by the stadium.
I didn't know that
that thing was huge.
Motor Speedway was enclosed. I didn't know that.
I mean, it's a really small. It has its own
It's called a Coliseum.
Yeah, it's a small racetrack, but
right.
I mean, I was impressed how much. I mean, I would hate to be in the nosebleed section there.
Oh man,
somebody said
you couldn't even watch the game.
Somebody said they should do it at Talladega.
Okay,
have you really seen Talladega?
I know it's not
Talladega. Yeah,
it's
like 2.5 miles.
It has a stand on one side, and you have to fill it in with bleachers and stuff on the infield.
Right, so it's like not worth it.
It's huge, Talladega. No. Bristol is just really small.
Daytona. Oh boy, they're gonna start this whole. Let's go to all the racetracks.
Please don't.
Oh boy,
that was okay just for the novelty of it.
Yeah, the record.
NASCAR. They probably got a lot of people are gonna watch Bristol now. Like, oh wait, I want to see them racing this track now.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Oh wow, how do they race in this thing? Everybody's gonna tune into it now.
Somebody's not a NASCAR fan.
Turn left.
Keep turning left.
Oh, you turn right.
Oh God, somebody's gonna die.
No, I don't really like NASCAR.
I don't either. I mean, when I was down in Auburn, they had a NASCAR pick'em thing that we all did, and I mean, it was basically just, you just pick the winner. I mean, but I watched it a couple of times, but those were good when I wanted to take a nap.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just gonna put this on and watch.
I really don't understand how you watch it though. I mean,
Yeah, I don't either.
the wrecks. Okay, I'll give you that. It's cool to watch
But
the wrecks.
how often does that happen?
And then maybe watch the last lap.
Yeah, right. If it's close or something like that. But
I can give you that.
man, it's like what, for like 4 hours. It's like, is this
But-
gonna end?
Just driving in a circle for 4 hours, not my cup of tea.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
But
Getting
the
sidetracked.
Tennessee, Virginia Tech came out firing
I was like,
14-0.
I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Then Tennessee rallied back. Fell asleep, and I was awakened by the repeated, annoying, blaring sound of Rocky Top.
Oh gosh, you're just sitting there like, oh, they scored. I don't care. Shut
I'm
up.
asleep on the couch. No, it's the end of the game because they just kept playing it and kept playing it.
Yeah.
And I'm asleep, and I'm like, what is this? And I wake up, and they're just like, we got a trophy. We got a trophy.
They had a oh
we
my-
got T-shirts. We got T-shirts.
So is their season over?
They won a national championship on 2 games.
Wow, jeez, come on.
Saw
That's
a
like-
meme that was pretty funny that said Butch Davis figured out how to win a national championship. Said don't play Alabama and Florida
yeah,
and just play 2 games or something like
and
that.
that's it. Yeah, we did it. That's like Alabama getting the trophy for the kickoff classic or whatever. What is that in the Dallas?
I don't think we got a trophy for that.
No, I'm saying like
Oh, the trophy,
Like,
the playoff game trophy?
no. I'm saying the first game, like last 2
yeah.
weeks ago, like you guys got.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
oh good job. There's a pat on the back.
I mean, I'm sure we'd take it, but be like,
I mean,
okay.
They should have gave you a trophy for more wins than the Cowboys had.
Did you see that article about
Yeah, that was funny. Oh, the irony.
LSU? Did they get rid of did he transfer, or he was just rumored to transfer their Brandon Harris, I believe is his name, the quarterback?
I don't know.
They went with another quarterback for this game against Jack State.
Yeah.
And their offense looked better. Don't know
Yeah.
if that's just because they're playing Jack State.
Yeah, I know. I mean, how can you really
or,
judge?
he's better, but they did look better. And rumor was tweets that people might have been reading into just a little too hard. But
figure it
Brandon Harris might be transferring since he lost the job. But
Why would
if you can't cut it at LSU in the SEC,
is he gonna? He's gonna try to go to a junior college and then come back.
maybe. I don't know.
Isn't he like a senior almost? No.
I think last year was his first year.
Okay,
He might have been a
maybe.
redshirt freshman.
Yeah, that might be it. Huh. I got beat out.
Mississippi State and South Carolina. I didn't really watch that one.
Was that Thursday? Is that a
Was it?
Thursday game? No. I don't know. South Carolina comes on. I'm just like, whatever. Or Mississippi State. Just, all right. Let's get this over with. Yeah. But the Arkansas TCU game,
That lived up to
that
the
was
hype.
good. I like that.
So when are we gonna realize that the throat slash is just off the table? Can't do it. They're gonna flag it every time.
I mean,
The
how many? Yeah, it's like,
quarterback for TCU
You guys
gets a
kn-
touchdown, does throat slash.
yep, flag. That's easy flag.
Why?
Come on, man.
Alabama. What was his name? The guy that fumbled all the time. I'm glad he's gone. So glad he's gone that I forgot his name.
Fumbler.
Fumbler was his name. Yeldon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeldon got a touchdown against Texas A&M at Texas A&M. Gets up, double throat slash,
Double throat slap.
flag. Why did you do that, dude? So
You guys.
TCU. I didn't see all of the TCU game,
Yeah, I just saw the ending.
but I know that it was controversial that it could have cost them the game. The throat slash did.
Oh, wow.
So
Huh.
Arkansas might be.
Oh, they had the block punt, though, at the end.
Did they?
Yeah, Arkansas. Wait, yeah, because they were about to win. Like TCU was about to kick it for the win because there was like 4 seconds left,
Okay.
and then boop, got my hand on it. And then I love this. What's it called?
What is that called?
The Cobra.
Yes.
Yeah. The ESPN guys were saying, "Put that Cobra away, man," because the guys are doing this. He's like, "Put that Cobra down. We're coming back for overtime."
God, thank you. I have been trying to think about what that is called.
Yeah,
Because I see that
everybody does it.
and I'm thinking,
Cobra away.
what is that called? Somebody named it, and I can't think of what it's called. The Cobra. Yes.
Oh man, I just love that the ESPN guys were like using it for the game.
Is it just like one of those when they have the music playing and it's like a speed replay or not, or a speed summary of the game?
Well, no, they were about to go to a commercial before overtime.
Oh.
And he goes, put that Cobra away. We're coming back for overtime. It was so funny. I was like, ooh, man.
No, it sounded like one of those things that, they come in after the night of football and now they're just speeding through the replays.
Yeah.
The highlights.
Right.
With the music, the intense music playing. Sounds like one of those things that like Scott Van Pelt or something would say.
Yeah.
So that's basically the gist of week 2. It had some good games turned out, but it was basically cupcake week.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, there were some close games for it being cupcake week. But, I mean, it pisses me off because Auburn's 2017 schedule is, like, awful. Like, embarrassingly
Alabama
awful.
and Auburn play the same cupcake team.
They do?
Who's that team you play, like, week 2 or 3?
Furman?
No, it starts with, like, a D or something.
Oh. I don't think we've ever played them. That's why...
I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
You play them at the beginning, and we play them at the end. So they're going to make bank that year.
Yeah. Jeez.
So who's on the slate for week 3?
Week
I know
3?
Who Bama plays, and
We got
it's gonna be a big game.
a lot of games this week. Well, pretty
Getting into some SEC play.
Yeah. Finally. Here we go.
So Bama and Ole Miss. That's at Ole Miss.
It's going to be... there was a stat. It was like, no team's beaten Saban 3 years in a row since like 90-something.
They said that last year. No teams beat Saban 2 years in a row.
Right. Yeah, but
I'm just going to say stats like that just to get you to tune in.
yeah.
No team has beat Saban at 3 o'clock on Tuesday while holding a softball.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
When the moon was in the left quadrant. Tune in this week. It might happen.
It could. You never know.
But I don't know. That game's going to be a good
home.
one.
Wait.
It's at home for Ole Miss.
Yeah. Sorry, I put that the wrong way.
We're going to the Grove.
Oh, boy.
Ole Miss has natural grass now. They don't have that AstroTurf.
Really?
Yeah.
About time, jeez.
Yeah, catch up with everybody.
Yeah. Way to go.
Auburn plays A&M.
That'll be a good game. I think that will be
play Trevor Knight.
Yay.
Is that at Auburn? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at Auburn.
You don't have to see all
I have a good feeling.
all the old cadets.
Yeah.
Everybody doing this.
12th man.
That's what they do.
They'll do that in their little section.
Yeah.
In the corner.
Chris, I think we asked you this last year, but I don't remember the answer. It might have been, I think I might remember the answer, but what sort of military does A&M, what are they associated with? Didn't you say it was like the Air Force Auxiliary?
I would say it's the Army.
Didn't you say it was something like Air Force Auxiliary?
I have no idea. Is it?
I thought you said something like that because they all dress military-ish.
I don't think they're really associated with any kind. I know they've got an ROTC program there, but I don't think they're really associated per se with any.
Because it's a agricultural management school, but then they dress like they're in the military.
Well, I mean,
that's like their thing.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up, do some research because I really don't know. My gut instinct wants to say it's just tradition that they dress that way because it's a Texas thing. You've got
and what's
just Texas stuff. I don't know, man.
What's the collie's name? Their mascot, the collie.
I forget.
Lassie.
Yes.
Lassie. Old Lassie. Yeah, right. I forget. It's something.
It's something that has like a military name to it.
Yeah, like
Reveille.
Yeah, there's some kind of history there. I don't know it, and I wish I did. I think I should know it, but I don't.
Did they defend the Alamo? Is that what it was?
I refrain from saying something involving the Alamo because I honestly have no idea.
I don't know.
You don't remember?
You were there.
I was there for the Alamo.
I put it that in my.
I'd have to look it up. Give me another year.
Another year. All right. Report back in a year.
Go year to the date.
Go investigate.
Well, speaking of riding hard, Texas and Cal.
Man, put that game on here for you.
Yeah.
Mr. Texas boy.
Did they win?
Riding them horns pretty hard.
That's week 3. Yeah.
Chris is riding them horns pretty hard.
I'm not really for them. I like their quarterback.
Is there a conspiracy?
Yeah.
Some aliens.
I have a thing for their quarterback.
You do?
Apparently. That's all you're talking about.
No, I mean, sharp-looking guy.
Nothing about his
athletic ability.
Yeah, nothing about his skills or anything. He just looks pretty good. Florida State and Louisville. Is that in Kentucky or is that in Florida?
I feel like it's in Florida. I don't.
That's going to be a pretty good game.
I think that's the.
That's where game day is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, they said
Really?
something about how game day was going to be early morning, and then kickoff is it's an 11 o'clock kickoff for that game.
11
Yeah,
PM?
a.m.
Well, I guess it would be noon Eastern then, right? What? No, it can't be. If game day's there.
Well, game day always starts at like 9.
Yeah, but they go till 11 or Central.
Well, look it up.
Not okay.
Google it.
You Google.
Be State and LSU.
Who cares?
Oh, that might be a good game
I
because
think. Yeah.
oh God,
ESPN does something.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Shoot him.
ESPN has some sort of not filter,
Oh, yeah.
but they amp it up.
They do? I thought they.
Because when I turned it on ESPN the first week, all I heard was cowbell.
there is a channel.
It's ESPN.
Mutes it.
CBS.
Yeah, they've got like some kind of.
They have a filter, yeah.
No, I don't think it's a filter. I think it's the fact that ESPN just puts a microphone
Well, they have
on
those,
something.
They have. All right. Oh, boy.
Gosh, now we're gonna have dogs on the
I got
recording.
dogs barking now.
So,
Sorry,
what
guys.
was I going to say? Now I'm all cowbelled in the head. No, God, why did you get on that?
I hate cowbells.
Can you close that door?
Almost cowbells.
Nah, it's cool. They won't bark anymore.
Wow, good call. What was I saying? I don't know.
Something about the filter.
Filters.
Yes, one of
they
the
have
channels
those-
has a filter that
Yeah,
finds the
but-
frequency of it and gets rid of it.
They had those, the guys stand on the sidelines
Yes.
with those dishes. It's like they just turn around and they go, "Hey, put that cowbell in here."
Well, I'm pretty sure there's not a filter, but I think that ESPN just
Plays it up a little
gets
bit
a microphone
and just puts it next to it.
and puts it next to it, because if you notice ESPN's broadcast,
Pretty sure they got a filter.
their audience
It's muted.
and their crowd is a lot louder.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it's muted more. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Because when I have it turned up, I'm like, oh, you hear the crowd a lot more. But
Yeah.
but I know the cowbells are more distinct on ESPN.
Hey, those are illegal.
They are actually.
They're artificial
just-
noisemakers.
They're just granted a special exception by the SEC.
I got a special exception for you. Leave them at home.
I personally believe
I do. I really personally believe this.
Notre Dame versus Old Sparty.
Oh, man. This will be going.
Well, Notre Dame's got a solid team, and Michigan State finished strong last year.
Gross. Oh, they finished strong
Yeah.
with a big old goose egg.
So
You never know.
I think Notre Dame's going to hand them their butts.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? It is at Notre Dame.
It's at Notre Dame, and Michigan State lost a lot of players.
True. They haven't played anybody decent this year.
I haven't even heard anything about them this year.
Yeah. That's the same with, well, we'll get to it with Ohio State, but we'll get to that.
So
Okay. Okay.
South Carolina,
USC.
Southern Cal,
Yeah.
USC versus Stanford. I'm interested in this game because I want to see how they play.
Was USC off last weekend?
I don't know. No, they weren't, because the same player got in trouble again for punching somebody, I believe.
What?
I think it was the same player.
How did he get in trouble
Wow.
again? I thought he would.
He should be.
But he,
done.
not even anybody,
Yeah.
he shoved a ref.
What?
The ref was trying to pull him away, and he shoved him.
Wow. Can we get this guy out of there? I mean, geez.
I can't say for sure if it's the same guy.
But still, if you push a ref, come on, man.
But he was trying to pull him off of
Yeah,
somebody,
right.
and he was like, "Get off me!" and shoved him, and the ref just threw the flag and said, "You're out.
Oh, they eject. Okay.
Yep.
Good. Put your hands on. He's giving him the business.
You're arrested. You have the right to remain silent."
You assaulted a ref.
So yeah, I'm interested to see USC play Stanford, because I just want to see how USC does for the rest of the year.
Right. That'll judge
If
how
they're
you-
just
if you're
a Sun Belt team that we
Right.
just beat up on,
Right,
or
yeah.
if they're a quality opponent that we
Right.
beat up on.
Yeah. Because I mean that helps you in the committee.
The committee's eyes, yeah.
Yeah. The committee.
Then Ohio State versus Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
No, I think Oklahoma has been Oklahoma's been doing a lot better. They the teams that they play are not as bad as Ohio State.
Oh my god! Ohio State played like nobody the first 2 weeks, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, how? What are they? Number 3?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? like polls, whoever does the polls, whatever, they're like afraid to drop teams because they played crap games. Like it's like, oh, they won still, so we'll just keep them where they're at. It's like, come on,
their
man.
mindset is we haven't seen them play against a team, and they haven't done bad. Let me rephrase that. We haven't seen them play against a quality team.
Right.
And on the flip side, we haven't seen them do bad, so
True.
they have no reason to drop.
No, but I mean, if you're going to
And nobody underneath them has made a significant increase for them to jump them.
True.
Unless somebody has.
Well, I guess that goes back to preseason polls are full of crap.
Yeah, I mean, preseason polls are just a starting point.
Right. Well, I mean, then they should wait till after week 1 and then start.
And that's really why the playoff polls don't start until week 8.
Right. Yeah.
The AP is just something fun to discuss.
It's a newspaper.
Yeah.
They do it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is weird because it just ticks me off that like they'll get pretty much a free ride to the end because they don't play anybody decent.
Yeah, but I mean,
except for this game,
the AP poll doesn't factor into the
True.
playoff poll, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
They could be ranked number 25, number 106.
Yeah.
As long as they do their job and win week in and week out,
Yeah.
playoff committee is going to see that.
True. Well,
Like Houston, as long as Houston finishes good,
yeah,
they can impress the committee and
jump them. Yeah, true.
jump in there.
True.
So
Oh well,
I think Oklahoma is going to beat Ohio State this weekend. I think Oklahoma has
Yeah.
a solid team.
I do too.
And I don't think Ohio State.
Is it? It's not a neutral field, is it?
No, it's a home and home.
Okay. So yeah. It'll be a good game.
But I think ESPN was saying Ohio State is operating their offense at a high level of efficiency, much better than last year, and they're just an all-around better team with this quarterback. I'm like,
Are they in the can for them? I mean,
you played these crappy teams.
how can you tell?
I mean, playing crappy teams, I understand that they're saying you play a crappy team and you beat them by a lot.
Yeah.
And they're comparing that to playing a conference opponent and beating them by a little.
Right.
Oh, we're going to compare that and say that's maybe the same.
Right.
And you promised me they wouldn't bark again.
Hey, somebody else came home.
We expect to play through a real did, excuse my language.
But
Excuse my language, bro.
I'm pretty sure I picked Oklahoma to win.
Yeah, I think I picked them too.
So this week is a pretty good week.
Decent. Yeah. SEC play.
SEC play,
Some good.
non-conference games.
Yeah. Well, some good. Yeah. Top 25 games, like 20.
Yes, sir.
That's all you can ask for.
No.
Could
ask for this.
Play the music. It is totally time for that. Who's going?
Who,
I'll go first.
Is it your turn this week?
Movie.
Movies. All right, let's do this. Play the music. I'm gonna.
It's another Star Wars movie.
No. For movies, what is the subtitle of the 1984 film Star Trek 3?
Star Trek 3. Wait, hang on.
Uh-oh,
Wait,
running out of time.
You cheated.
No, I didn't.
You totally cheated, bro.
Yes, I'm sure.
It hit me right before I was going to submit it.
Hit you like a ton of bricks. All right. For the question of
You cheated.
what is the subtitle of the 1984 film Star Trek 3? Brad put Wrath of Khan. Chris put To the Universe and Beyond. You're both wrong. Yes. The Search for Spock.
Nobody cares about Star Trek.
Shut your mouth.
Can I have a piece of paper, please,
Play the music.
for round
Here,
2?
there's a whole thing in here. Round.
Thank you.
Dash.
Okay, let's go with
Play the music.
geography for 800, please.
By area, what is the smallest ocean in the world? Play the music.
Smallest ocean.
Smallest ocean. Billy Ocean. Maybe if you didn't waste paper like that.
Contribute to global warming.
How dare you, sir?
Maybe it's no longer the smallest.
Ooh, good point. But you're wrong. You got it?
I really just should have wrote Billy.
God. We need to go back to school.
I mean, unless it's they're all the other ones are
blends
just
together.
The other ones are just seas. Like you got the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean,
Antarctic.
The what?
The Antarctic.
No.
It's not
Arctic Ocean.
Whatever. It's all a big
Anyways.
frozen chunk.
Chris said the Atlantic. Brad said the Indian Ocean. It is the Arctic Ocean.
That was going to be my other guess.
That's what they always say.
Coulda, woulda,
That was
shoulda.
my second guess. Take sports.
What's today? The 15th?
Sports in my shorts.
Where did the sport of curling originate? Don't play the music.
Can you? Are you looking for a specific country?
Yeah,
or-
it's a country.
Let me Google this real quick.
Hang on.
Siri. What?
Do I not know it? Do I not know it? Do I not know it? Do I not know it?
You're close. They're in the same area. The same
It's
kingdom.
it's
Ooh, no.
it's Scotland, isn't it?
It is.
God,
It
I
is
knew it was Scotland. It's the same place from golf. Did you know that golf originated there too?
Yeah.
God, I knew that.
Brad picked Sweden, and you picked Ireland, which is pretty darn close.
I knew it was either Ireland or
it's not.
Scotland. But Scotland is part of the UK.
It was
technically.
Ireland, right?
No, is it?
No, sorry. No, yeah, no. Yes, no. I don't know.
We know Britain is not part of the European Union, though.
Brexit! Oh, that's like 3 months old.
Newsflash.
Let's go with space.
Harambe.
Oh, don't do that. Don't get me started on that. This is a tragedy. Okay. In March 1977, the rings of which planet in our solar system were discovered? Play the music. I don't know what to do.
What?
I know what to do.
Brad, you picked Saturn in 1977.
I don't know. Rings of Saturn.
You picked, Chris, you picked Uranus. And you are correct.
Yes.
That's 3 in a row, man.
3 in a row, baby.
Wow.
Way the wind blows.
It goes on and on.
Dude, like, everybody could see the rings of Saturn since, like,
With the naked eye.
Copernicus.
Yep. Nice.
Like, if you had a magnifying glass that you just held up here, you could be able to see the rings of Saturn.
Yeah. Very true.
You know.
Very.
But Uranus,
Yeah, they didn't know.
and which way
It's
does
very faint.
which way does it do the rings go?
It goes like
Because it-
north
it-
to south, right?
Well, it goes. The rings always are on the same plane as
The way
the
it
equator.
rotates, right?
Equator.
Yeah. But Uranus
But,
spins opposite.
Uranus spins.
A
Uranus.
lot of people are like, don't know it because they don't know that to look for the rings this way.
Yeah. True story, man.
Thank you very much,
NBD.
NVD.
Yep. Well, dead air.
Dead air.
Now it's not.
It's crashing on in.
We're coming flying in.
It's no touch and go. We're just landing. Ooh, changing it up.
Uh-oh. had to get it to fit.
Ifitdoesn'tfit.com.
Copyright.
Trademark. So this is the topic box, ladies and gentlemen. What we like to do for the topic box is we like to take the topic box, each and every one of us. We like to take a topic out of the topic box and thought Justin was telling me to nipple tweak there. We like to take a topic out and discuss it and pass the box around, and once we've all taken a topic out and discussed it, this segment will conclude. Now, you can submit topics to our topic box. Just go on and shoot us an email at almosthalfway1@gmail.com or leave it on our Facebook page. We have a few special rules. You cannot use your own topic. There's no rodeos.
No.
If you pull a topic,
None.
you must entertain the topic, not a topic.
I keep forgetting to change that.
As always, the special rule number 4 has been struck down because special rule number 3 was added, but we've added special rule number 5 because Justin still has not fixed special rule number 3.
Man, this is going to get confusing.
This living document
This is going to be like the tax code.
will continue to grow. So, speaking of growing, get your hand out of your pants, Chris, and pick a topic.
I don't have my hand in my pants.
They're outside.
It's on top of my pants.
And that's it.
All right, so I can pick a topic.
Tap.
A topic. Oh, this one looks like a little football.
They're little footballs.
It better be appropriate. I just got a paper
Oh,
cut.
crap. I think that's mine.
Oh my God, I got a paper cut.
Uh-oh.
You've been sharpening a knife all night and you just get a paper cut.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No. What is it?
Something I don't care
Let me
about.
see. What is it? Yeah.
Star Trek 50th
Yes.
anniversary. So
Yeah.
when is that?
It was already. I mean, come on. Think about it. Look, hold on.
I just don't. I never
I know
really
you
got
don't
into
care.
it.
I know you don't care.
I've
You
got them
don't
on
care about
VHS though.
anything. No, listen. This show has been on, well, not continuously, but the franchise has been around for 50 years.
I do like Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, so
I had a
does
tape
too.
of Deep Space Nine.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of tape?
VHS tape.
Okay.
I mean, what other kind of tape? You think like a piece of Scotch tape or something?
He just said DS9 on it. Yeah, no, that was I remember watching TNG, The Next Generation. When I was a kid,
Yeah,
came on,
I used to watch them all the time actually,
and
but
then
I just
I got into Voyager. Spike TV played and then DS9 for 4 hours straight, and I would just sit
Every
there
day.
and- yeah, pretty much. I would just sit there during between classes and just watch a couple episodes.
nerd.
Yeah, but
Do you have a nerdgasm?
yes,
Are you like that kid that sits in the back playing World of Warcraft, except you played Star Wars, or you played Star Trek? What's it called? Those games where you roll the dice.
like D&D.
Yeah, except for Star Trek. Were you?
They didn't have a
that?
Star Trek one.
I'm sure somebody's thought of that.
They probably do.
I never really cared for Star Trek that much.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you had the cable channels and you'd watch the scrolling preview channels
Oh yeah,
and they would always show the pay-per-view movies that were on and they
Right.
would just show them constantly?
yeah.
And sometimes it'd even just be back-to-back the same movie. It's like, order 'em now on pay-per-view. Well, First Contact.
First Contact. Yeah.
That was on, and I remember saying, well, let's watch that.
Mario.
Is Zordon calling?
No.
But so I ordered First Contact.
Yeah.
And it was okay. I
Yeah.
guess that they went back in time.
Yeah,
if I remember.
the Borg. The Borg.
And
Yeah. That was
watched themselves make First Contact.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good one because it was more actiony, but then it started leading to the trend of, oh man, we got to have this bad guy at the end, and oh man, what is he going to do? It's like you can't. How are you going to outdo yourself each movie? And that's kind of where the downfall went because it got absurd.
What do you mean you got to have a bad guy? I thought all of them had bad guys.
No. Well, okay, but I was looking at Reddit earlier, and somebody was saying that the motion picture, the first one that came out, a lot of people think it's boring because it's slow, which okay, it is in some parts. But they were saying that the quote unquote bad guy wasn't really a bad guy. It was just a misunderstood being. I mean, it was, V'ger and all that crap. And that's what made them think that movie was one of the better ones because it wasn't oh, who's going to destroy the planet this time kind of thing. It's like, it's just this misunderstood alien that, just is trying to find it. It's trying to follow its programming.
Isn't that the one that found Voyager?
Yeah, it's Voyager.
And just named himself that?
Yeah, like it got fell into a planet that was controlled by machines, and they sent it back towards Earth to fulfill its mission. Yeah. And then, like Khan, that's the big one. And,
Sorry.
yeah. But, it's just, Star Trek's always been like an intelligent thing. Like,
So you're saying
Like a
since I don't like it, I'm not intelligent?
No, I'm saying like, it's very like philosophical and like,
I like
it's just like Gene Roddenberry's vision of the future was like, they don't have money because they don't need it. Everybody's taken care of, and it's all about exploration and all that stuff.
You think it's propaganda for
liberal agenda?
For the
Everything
liberal
is-
agenda?
I don't know. Whatever. It's Hollywood, so
Just kidding.
probably.
I'm trying to politicize everything.
Yeah, I know.
Go for it.
Man,
Why don't you get something I forgot I wrote?
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's
you think they'll
old.
save you?
Well,
You think they'll save you?
man, that is really old, isn't it?
I'm telling you, topics are just appearing in there.
Listen to me. Listen.
That is really old.
This topic, I pulled it out a couple of times and put it back because I didn't want to talk about it because it's just like whatever.
That's why.
Yeah, so it just keeps floating in there.
You just say it's your own.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't want to. But I'll sacrifice this week so we can get it out of there.
Tinfoil hats.
Yeah, Chris likes to make tinfoil hats on the.
I used to make one but
Just 'cause?
every week here and wear it during the studio
Because
session.
the
Studio session, not the show.
Studio session.
because
It's called a session.
the spy satellites will
Yeah.
read your mind.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to read my mind.
Yeah, you want to
Careful.
Well,
you want
see-
you want to be talking on the show and be lying and not, the
What?
satellites not know what you're actually thinking.
Right.
no, I just didn't want you to read my mind because
Brad
I
can
was
read
losing
minds.
at
Because they're inside my head.
I was losing the game.
Oh yeah,
That's why.
Tangler's trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like,
Maybe if I
Somebody.
wear this, they won't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They won't. I won't be giving away all my answers.
there you go.
You were like,
Give me your damn loot!
Give it to me.
give it to me. All right. So listener submitted topic:
There we go.
soda, pop, or Coke.
Depends on
Wait,
where you
wait.
live.
Like you mean two?
Coke?
Like soda pop or soda,
Soda, comma,
pop,
pop, comma,
Oh, it's
or
three.
Coke.
Well, definitely not pop because we're not from Michigan.
Michigan.
Pop.
You want a pop?
Give me a pop. Give me a pop. Yeah, like I don't
What,
think
what was the other one?
Soda
Coke
and Coke.
Soda.
Soda. I prefer soda.
Coke. I say.
That's what I grew up doing.
Give me a Coke.
But you're like you want a Mountain Dew and you're like give me a Coke. Like what? And then I was like
Yeah.
there's no Cokes in here. You're like well I meant Mountain Dew. I was like that doesn't make any sense.
yeah. Well,
whatever
it's
you got.
more of like, oh well, we only have Pepsi products. Like, okay, it's the same thing. Like, okay, I get
I
it. Just give it
intentionally
to
when
me.
I go through drive-throughs or restaurants, and
You
I
say the
wanna-
wrong
I
one.
say the wrong one because I know it because I just want them to say, "Hey, no, we got
we have
Pepsi,
Coke products here.
we have Coke products here."
We have RC Cola products.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I say soda.
No, you don't.
I do.
You say Coke.
When it is a Coke,
No, you just say Coke. Give me Coke.
So if somebody
'Cause
can,
it's
I
mostly
remember.
Coke.
I remember you.
I remember you.
I remember you.
glad you remember
I
me.
know you. So if
know what
somebody
you're up to.
somebody put a Coke and a Pepsi in front of you, and you wanted
Oh, I can tell the difference if you're asking
no,
for a taste
not
difference.
not that. I'm saying like how would you specify? You would say Coke means Coca-Cola, Pepsi is Pepsi, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't just say
What if
give me
it's
Coke.
what if it's Sam's Club?
Then we're
I don't think I really say them in general terms like that.
Yeah, you used
specify
Maybe I did, but I just say, give me whatever it is.
right. Yeah, yeah.
to.
You guys got any Coke here?
Coke.
Coke.
I probably
Can I get a Coke and a slice?
I do say Coke because
Can I get a Coke and a
most
slice?
of the time places have Coke. So I'm
Right.
specifically asking for a
that.
Coke.
Yeah. Right.
But yes,
Have you-
Coke is the
They're
southern way
looking
of
for
saying
cocaine.
It. Yeah, I'm looking for a line.
A line.
Trying to everybody in line
Give me
in the
my
bathroom,
credit card
trying to
back.
get a line
Hurry!
in the
Give me my
bathroom.
credit card back so I can.
Chris, since you like to troll the drive-throughs, would you go to the Coke Coke factory and be like, I'm just looking for a Pepsi. I mean, come on.
That's stupid.
Why? Why is that stupid? Because you're at the Coke place?
Yeah, because it's
You don't wanna-
you didn't just accidentally
Wander in.
wander into a Coke place. You have to make an effort to go out of your way to go to a Coke place, and you have to know that it's a Coke place.
Do you? Do
Yeah.
you? All right. Well, there you go.
Kind of on topic, but off topic. But speaking of factories, I knew somebody that worked at the Bud Light factory, or the Budweiser brewing company. You know, they've got like their regional breweries.
Yeah.
Some of them. Well,
Distributing.
they are allowed to take home a 12-pack every day.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Bull crap.
All employees are entitled to one 12-pack a day.
I guess because,
Maybe. I don't know. But
we give
every single day, I was like,
I remember somebody that
where
worked
they
at
like
the distribution, and I don't remember.
This is at
them
the
saying
bottling
about
somebody
plant.
was telling me that.
Are you saying the bottling plant or the
bottling
warehouse?
or the
Yeah,
the
you
bottling.
bottle it locally. They brew it like in St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's the closest one, I believe.
Somebody used to work at one, and they were telling me that was the best thing they ever got was
The best perk.
every day they can bring
Yeah.
up they could take
'Cause
home
they can't
up
give-
to a 12-pack.
They can't give discounts.
I mean,
so like,
well, yeah, they can't. Yeah,
like
there's a
most
lot of
rest-
tax things.
Yeah, but I mean,
too.
most restaurants are like, that you get a discount if you work there. But it's like, oh, well, we'll just give them a 12-pack and they'll be on their way.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Now I don't know if it's like that all over the country, but
That particular one.
that particular one, somebody was telling me that it was I think it was in Panama City.
Were they all about to expire?
I mean, I wonder. That's what I was wondering. I was thinking maybe it's just the escapees.
Right.
Maybe, maybe the ones that they misprinted or something.
Yeah.
Scabies.
What? Escapees. The ones that didn't make it to didn't pass the
scabies.
quality inspection
The
to
ones
make
that
it
rolled
to
off the truck.
Yeah. That speaking of that, when I was a kid, my uncle used to drive a vending machine truck.
Yeah.
And no, actually, I'm sorry. He drove a truck, but the truck, I think it was maybe a gas truck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyhow, ended up that a candy truck spilt.
Oh,
and
wow.
once it spilt, they couldn't.
Yeah, they can't use it.
The packages were intact.
Right.
They were just they couldn't sell it.
Right.
So he was bringing home these boxes and boxes
man.
of candy.
Man,
Oh my god!
that's awesome.
I thought I was in heaven.
Yeah, I know, right? You're like, is it Halloween already?
Yeah, I was like 5 or 10.
Nice. Grab your box of candy.
Grab them while they're
And
hot.
a 12-pack.
Yeah.
And a Coke and a slice.
Slice of what?
Slice of heaven.
I don't know.
You know.
But what I do know is if you have not already done so, please, yourself, and please tell a friend to go and like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our iTunes and leave us a review.
Roger roll, Discovery.
You can stream our episodes on Google Play Music. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can catch our episodes now. Catch us on the TuneIn app. All of our episodes and each week are now available there. If you want to contribute to the topic box, shoot us an email, almosthalfway1@gmail.com, or you can leave it on our Facebook page. For all things the Almost Saturday podcast, head on over to the almostsaturdaypodcast.com. Looking forward to another exciting weekend of college football. You've heard our picks. We've made our pick'ems. Probably need to get our pick'ems put on the website maybe or something just so people can see them. I don't know, that'd be pretty cool. But anyways, for us here at the Almost Saturday podcast, until next week, later guys. Thanks for listening.